Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be completing every challenge in the A New Home mission in 007 First Light. Finishing all of these challenges is an important step toward 100% game completion and will ultimately unlock the exclusive Malta Training Outfit. Since there are a lot of challenges spread out throughout the mission, I've broken them down into individual guides so you can quickly find the one you're missing and get it completed without replaying sections multiple times. Whether you're going for full completion, achievement hunting, or just trying to unlock every reward the game has to offer, these guides will walk you through each challenge step by step. If you're missing collectibles as well, please be sure to check out my complete collectible locations guide linked in the description. And if you find these guides helpful, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more 007 First Light content. With that said, let's jump into today's challenge. For the Something to Prove challenge in the mission A New Home, you need to complete in at the deep end without knocking down any soldiers. Start from checkpoint 3 and then go left over the small wall. Approach the guard and wait for him to move before heading down the stairs and hiding in the tall grass. If you need to, you can use the trapdoor distraction to draw the attention of the nearby guard. After that, climb the ladder on the left, then kick open the nearby door. You need to go through the door and then climb on the left and then go through the hole in the wall. After you've done this, turn around, climb the ladder. Once you're on top, you need to activate the speaker that's on the other side of this wall to distract the last guard. Now, with all the guards looking the other way, you can move in, climb the ladder, and grab the flag to complete the challenge. For the white flag challenge in the mission A New Home, you need to reach the flag without taking down any soldiers in the compound. Starting from checkpoint 10, immediately drop down and head left. Hide in the grass and wait for the two guards to finish their conversation. Once they're done, move through the arch and sneak behind the nearby guard. Now, on the right, you can climb up the wall and you continue to the left side of that big building. Now, you're going to see some blue pipes. You want to climb the first blue pipe and then move left, shimmy through the little railings, and then go through the window. You're going to enter a room with a guard inside. You're going to ignore this guard. You're going to exit through the left doorway, then immediately turn right, and you're going to go out the rear window. Now, head up the stairs and quickly activate the radio on the railing to distract the group of enemies ahead. You have to activate that radio as quick as possible because as soon as the three guards are done talking, one of them is going to start walking towards you. So if you do it quick enough, all three will be distracted by the radio, and then you can go into the flag room and grab the flag to complete the challenge. For the Pacifist challenge in the mission A New Home, you need to complete both the Something to Prove and White Flag challenges. This is a global challenge that unlocks automatically once you have completed the required challenges. There are no additional objectives to complete. Simply finish Something to Prove and White Flag, and the Pacifist challenge will be awarded.
Repeat, it's on the top floor of the back building.
For the Cressida's Way challenge in the mission A New Home, you need to complete a full stealth run in at the deep end. Starting from checkpoint 3, go left and climb over the small wall. Approach the guard and wait for him to move away before heading down the stairs and hiding in the tall grass. If you need to, you can use the trapdoor in the back as a distraction to draw the nearby guard's attention. After that, you can climb the ladder on the left and then kick open the nearby door. Go through the hole in the wall on the left by climbing on the boxes, then turn around and climb the ladder. Once you're on top, you need to activate the speaker that's on the other side of the wall to distract the final guard. With the guards distracted, you can move in and grab the flag without being detected to complete the challenge. For the always do the unexpected challenge in the mission A New Home, you need to get the flag without alerting anyone in the compound. So, starting from checkpoint 10, immediately drop down and head left. Hide in the grass and wait for the two guards to finish their conversation. Once they're finished, you can move through the arch and sneak behind the nearby guard without alerting him. Now, on the right, you can climb up the wall and you can continue through the left side of the building. You're gonna see some blue pipes on the wall. You wanna climb the first blue pipe and enter through the window on the left. You're gonna find yourself in a room with a guard. Exit through the left doorway, then immediately turn right and go out the window in the back. Gonna be in like a little balcony kind of area. To the right, there are some stairs. You can head up the stairs, turn around, and you're gonna see a group of enemies talking. You want to quickly activate the radio that is on the railing so you can distract the group of enemies ahead. You need to do that quickly because as soon as they're done talking, one of the enemies is gonna start walking towards you. Anyway, when they're all distracted, you can sneak into the flag room without alerting anyone and you can complete the challenge. For the Ghost Challenge in the mission A New Home, you need to complete both the Cressida's Way challenge and the Always Do the Unexpected challenge. This is a global challenge that is completed automatically once both of the required challenges have been finished. There are no additional objectives or steps required. For the Monroe's Way challenge in the mission A New Home, you need to take down every enemy in at the deep end. This is checkpoint 3. The easiest way to complete this challenge is probably to just let the enemies see you at the start and fight your way through the entire area. Alternatively, you can just eliminate everyone stealthily, but this can sometimes make it difficult to find the last one or two enemies if you've missed someone along the way. I find that a mixed approach works best. Take down some enemies stealthily for fun at the start, and then deliberately let the remaining guards spot you and clear out the rest in open combat. If you keep progressing through the area and defeating every enemy you encounter, you will eventually know that you have completed the challenge when the Monroe's Way notification appears on your screen. Now, a few combat tips that can make this challenge much easier. In melee combat, wait for the yellow attack indicators to fully brighten before parrying. If an enemy flashes red, immediately dodge because the attack cannot be blocked. The shoulder charge is one of the strongest abilities in the game. You do this by pressing R1 and square on PlayStation. The shoulder charge allows you to stagger groups of enemies while remaining safe during the animation. Also, use the environment whenever possible. Grab enemies and slide them into walls, desks, electrical hazards, or throw them over ledges for quick eliminations. During firefights, remember that Bond can only draw his weapon when enemies are actively engaging him, so take advantage of disarms by rushing enemies and knocking weapons from their hands. Also, keep your Q lens active to spot hazards, gadgets, and environmental opportunities. Throw nearby objects to stun enemies before finishing them off. And if you become overwhelmed, you can use your gadgets to regain control of the fight. If you're having trouble completing the challenge, don't hesitate to lower the difficulty to novice. For the Party Crasher challenge in the mission A New Home, you need to take down all the enemies in the compound before reaching the flag. Starting from checkpoint 10, your goal is to eliminate every enemy in the area before entering the flag room. You can make things simple by letting the guards spot you and just fighting your way through the compound, or you can take a stealthier approach and silently eliminate enemies as you progress. I completed most of the challenge stealthily, only switching to combat when I was discovered. Just be careful if you're playing stealth, as it's easy to miss one or two enemies hiding in corners or side areas. So before entering the flag room, make sure that you get the Party Crasher challenge notification on your screen. If it hasn't, you've still got enemies left to find. Now, if you're struggling, lowering the difficulty to novice can make the challenge much more manageable. During combat, you can also use the shoulder push, which is R1 plus square, and then after do the R2 grab, and then just basically switch between those two moves to quickly dispatch enemies at close range. Environmental takedowns are another great option. You can grab enemies and throw them into walls, furniture, hazards, or over railings for fast eliminations. Throwing enemies off ledges is especially effective throughout this section. Don't overlook throwable objects either, as they can stun enemies and create easy openings for takedowns. Lastly, keep your Q lens active to identify environmental hazards, enemy positions, and useful opportunities around the compound. If things get out of hand, you can use your gadgets to help control large groups, while the bluff system can sometimes buy you valuable time before combat starts. So just basically focus on clearing every enemy in the area and only enter the flag room once the challenge has been completed. For the assault challenge in the mission A New Home, you need to complete both the Monroe's Way and Party Crasher challenges. This is a global challenge that unlocks automatically once both of the required combat challenges have been completed. There are no additional objectives to complete. For the mnemonic challenge in the mission A New Home, you need to get the answer right in Monroe's memory game in the apartment. Starting from checkpoint 1, follow the mission markers to your room and then speak to Cressida. She's going to tell you to get a key and you're going to go into the room. You're going to drop your bag. After that, look for Monroe and wait for him to go into the room that has the TV. Help him hack the TV, and then he will sit on the couch that's next to the TV. After that, you can interact with the item that is on the table to begin Monroe's memory game. You're going to have 10 seconds to study the card before being asked questions about what you saw. Instead of trying to memorize everything on the card, ignore the images on the center and focus only on the bottom corners. Memorize the umbrella icon in the lower left corner and the crown icon in the lower right corner. Once the timer expires and the dialog choices appear, select umbrella for left corner and crown for the right corner. Answering correctly will unlock this challenge. For the spinning a yarn challenge in the mission A New Home, you need to only lie to Greenway when Bond is strapped to the polygraph. Starting from checkpoint 4, just play through the polygraph sequence until Greenway begins questioning Bond. During every dialogue choice in this section, always select the lie option. Do not tell the truth at any point during the interrogation. As long as every response is a lie, you complete the interrogation successfully and unlock the spinning a yarn challenge.
Good choice moving right. I'd have done the same. Keep it up.
For the Completionist challenge in the mission A New Home, you need to complete every challenge in the mission and unlock the Malta Training Outfit. This challenge is completed automatically after finishing all of the other challenges in A New Home. Once every stealth, combat puzzle, and story related challenge has been completed, the Completionist challenge will unlock and you'll be rewarded with the Malta Training Outfit. There are no additional objectives required beyond completing the full challenge list for the mission. Now, if this guide helped you out, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more 007 First Light Challenge guides, collectible locations, trophy walkthroughs, and 100% completion content.
This way,
Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you on the next video.